Look how stunning you are, my Hippolyta. As days pass, we are getting closer to our wedding day. In just 4 days we will have a new crescent moon above us as we get married.
Next 4 days will pass so fast, turning into night. With each night dreaming of our beautiful wedding. Soon we will have a new moon shining in the night over our celebration.
Now Philostrate, go get the people of Athens ready for our big celebration. Ignite their passion and lively spirits of fun. Have them send all their sadness away, for the only emotion accepted in my dear Hippolyta, I have gained your interest by fighting against you, and have captured your love by injuring you. With this I promise I'll marry you with nothing but love in our ceremonies and public celebration.
My boy, Theseus, our acclaimed duke.
Thanks, Aegeus. Man, you alright?
Not gonna lie to you, I'm a little tight right now. My daughter Hermia's actions have gotten out of control. Come up here, Demetrius. Theseus, my lord, I gave Demetrius my blessing to marry my sweet daughter. Bring yo behind ere Lysander. For some reason, O great duke, this man Lysander put some kind of spell on my baby's heart. Lysander, you have written her thoughtful poems and other gifts of love with my Hermia. You've snuck under her window in moonlight hours to blast love songs in your fancy fast cars, and you really had her head over heels, giving her Birkin bags, Chanel slides, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Prada purses, not to mention steak dinners, vacations overseas, and bust-down Rolexes. All of that would be enough to lure any young girl, and you've stolen my daughter's heart and innocence. She doesn't listen to a thing I say anymore, and I'm tired of putting up with it, you hear? Duke, if my daughter Hermia stands here in front of you and refuses to marry Demetrius, then I will have to put my foot down and demand my rights as a father in Athens. She's my blood, so I can do as I please, and the law grants me so. She either needs to marry Demetrius or I'm killing her.
Well, Hermia, the choice is really yours, but if it was me, pretty lady, I'd say see your father as your maker, because well, he is part of the reason for your looks. It seems like right now he really only sees you as his property. He is literally ready to kill you over this. Demetrius is a good man, Hermia.
I completely understand that my father only wants the best for me, Your Highness. But I also think he is wrong on this one. At this age and time, it only makes sense for decisions regarding marriage to be made by individuals without being forced. Although I understand my father wants what is best for me, it would be unfair if I end up spending my life unhappy because I married the person I did not love. I think that would be a lifetime torture, and I don't think my father would want his daughter to spend her life unhappy and blame himself for the forcing me into a marriage that I did not approve of.
You have raised a good point there, Hermia. I would also blame myself if one of my children suffered because of the decisions I forced them to make earlier in life. I however think it is important to get your parents' blessing before getting into such matters that are of great concern to them. I would urge you to take your father's point of view into consideration, because at the end of the day, what an old man can see sitting down, the youth cannot see standing up. Maybe your father knows something you don't, my dear Hermia.
I understand, Your Highness. There is nothing more I would like than my father's blessings in marriage. The problem, however, is that he won't give me a good reason why I should marry Demetrius and not Lysander. From what I know about both of them, they are good people, but I only love one of them, and that should matter because the decision I will make will determine how I spend the rest of my life, because marriage is a lifetime commitment. This is what I would humbly request you to explain to.
But from the look of things, dear Hermia, your father already seems to have made up his mind. Maybe the only thing I can do is share my opinion in all of this and leave you as individual adults to make your own choices.
I would love to hear your opinion on this matter, Your Highness. Hopefully it will add to reaching a decision that is fair for everyone involved.
Well, before I proceed to give my opinion, it is important to hear what these two gentlemen have to say about the situation that is proving problematic for all. What do you have to say about the matter, having listened to Aegeus, Hermia, and myself?
Well, having listened to everyone, I am compelled to agree that the decision lies with Hermia alone, and nobody can change her mind about that. I however have to say that I have lived to love her and I have longed to make her my wife, and though it is heartbreaking she doesn't have feelings for me, I respect her decision because all I would want is to see her happy however she wants. To my dear friend Aegeus, we have come a long way and have always treasured each other in everything. On this one, however, I have come to see that we are wrong. I would also not commit my children to making choices that I would live to regret later in life.
All I can say is that I appreciate Hermia for loving me. I would also like to say that I have massive respect for Aegeus, and all I would love is to make him appreciate me, and I can promise to be the best son-in-law to him, and I would wish he could love and share with me his fatherly wisdom.
I don't harbor any ill feelings about you, Lysander. You are like my son, but probably I am blinded by the traditional constructs that parents should dictate who their children marry. Having listened to everyone, I am compelled to say that indeed it is Hermia's choice, and I wish the best for her. There is nothing I would love more at this point than for you, Lysander, to prove me wrong.
I can only promise to treat your daughter with the respect she deserves and prove to you that she made the right choice.
Well, it seems like the problem is solved. Some fatherly advice though: love is not for the faint-hearted, and both of you, Lysander and Hermia, will pass through many challenges as you learn about each other. I, however, believe that if you truly love each other, love will prevail. I wish you the best.
It is a wonderful time we have shared, Your Highness. The world has truly changed, and I have to start accepting that fact.
How are you feeling about what has been said?
I'm conflicted. They want me to do what's right, but I want to follow my heart and be able to love who I want.
True love isn't easy, but it can be the best adventure you could ever have with the right person. But perhaps social classes should be played into a factor, along with age.
It's not fair. Just because I am a person in a higher class shouldn't affect the fact that I want to be with someone of low status. Age also is just a number. No matter what age, you should be able to marry whomever you wish to without it being an issue.
Also worry about what your family thinks about who you will be marrying.
Who cares what my family thinks, or what anyone thinks for that matter? If I'm in love and he's in love with me, why shouldn't I marry someone who will make me happy for the rest of my days?
Even if two people are in love, what makes you think it will last? Marriage is more than just what you're generally used to. Marriage is caring for each other day and night, sickness and health, richer and poorer. There isn't a honeymoon phase forever, and it will take more effort than what is normally given. You're also young and have your whole life to live. There is no reason to rush off with someone who might be your forever.
If it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. If not, then I can learn from my mistakes and take action to change what I have done wrong.
If this is how you feel about the matter, so be it. I will be with you either way. I know a great spot where we can get married without the law following us. So if you truly love me, sneak out of your house and come find me at our spot.
You, Lysander, I will meet you at the spot where we first met.
Keep your promise, my love. Quiet, here comes Helena.
Hey Gorgeous, what's up?
I know you're not talking about me. Have you seen yourself? Demetrius and everyone else is obsessed with you. Did you know that he only follows you and girls who look like you on Instagram? Talk about steep competition.
I don't even follow him back, yet he still finds a way to DM me.
Jealousy is a disease and I am sick. I post on my story for him all the time, yet he never even sees it.
The devil works hard, but Demetrius works harder. I tried to get one of those negative energy-sucking crystals to get him away.
Are you kidding me? What crystal did you get it? I've been trying to do all those manifestation things I see on TikTok.
But, girl. I've told this man several times that I do not like him, yet he still follows me around like a lost puppy.
I feel like the more I show interest in him, the more he hates me. Do you think I'm being desperate?
I mean, I wouldn't say desperate.
Fault for being so pretty. I wish I looked like you sometimes.
You are so beautiful, Helena. You don't need a man to make you feel that way. Besides, you won't have to worry about me stealing your man for much longer. Lysander and I are gonna elope. You missed it because you were late for whatever reason, but Daddy got in a big fight with Lysander and Demetrius. He said I have to be with Demetrius or I'll be sent to the school for troubled girls. I can't imagine being with that Lysander. We have to go.
Helena, meet us tomorrow at midnight. Promise me that you'll keep your big mouth shut.
Meet us at the spot in the forest where we used to search for fairies as little girls. You're my best friend and I know that Demetrius will get over himself eventually. I wish I could bring you with me. Lysander, I will see you tomorrow. I guess this is it, Helena.
I don't understand how some people end up happier than others. Everyone thinks that I'm as pretty as Hermia, but what difference does it make when Demetrius won't even look at me? Is making a mistake seeking out Hermia, but maybe I am making a mistake seeking Demetrius out. How's that old saying go? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think the same can be said about love, but we're motivated by what our heart and brain wants. Maybe that's why Cupid is always drawn blind. Is it stupid of me to go pining after a boy who promised me the world and then dropped me as soon as he saw Hermia? Maybe. I'm going to tell Demetrius of Hermia and Lysander's plan. Sure, he might follow her, but when he comes back he'll be all mine. Hopefully.